You see, this is my new Genius system. Yes, the terrain gen is perfect. Kinda. It's kind of weird. Basically, the way it works is it generates like 6 polygons with like a random number of sides and like a the way that generates a random polygon is it chooses a random number of sides and then it uses a like a Perlin noise generator kind of style thing to generate a a weird shape looking thing. You know, it's not like super like jagged. I guess this is pretty jagged, but not as much like this kinda. And it generates a few of those, and then if the area is inside of that, it generates a positive elevation, and if it's under that, it generates a negative elevation. I mean, outside of that. So yeah, you can see, there's a little triangle here. I guess a lake formed on accident somehow. That's pretty cool. And that wasn't intended, but yeah, it's pretty cool. If you zoom in, I need to fix the zooming thing. It's really laggy. I might use I don't know what it's called. It's like the resize or something. Or you can use like a buffered image or whatever. God damn it, so much lag. If you zoom in enough. Also, I made it so it's like a procedural thing. So, it's yeah, there you go. Now you can see the numbers. Anything above like 100 or something is like the brown for like the top of the mountain or whatever. And what else? I can't find any white spots anywhere. I'll zoom out a little bit. So much lag. Oh my god, zoomed out too much. Where the heck did it go? Alright, whatever. Yeah, oh, it's back now. Anyways, yeah, this is the searching system. It works pretty well. And it generates pretty good terrain. So basically how the game works is you're gonna be a very small, like you're gonna be, you know how remember I was like super zoomed in at the beginning? That's basically the default screen. This is like the admin kind of overview, so you can see the whole tile or whatever. And you start with a little nation here. You'll generate a point along the body of water here. So somewhere along these like grayish areas. And you get, I guess you expand, and there'll be like trees and stuff. I mean, obviously this is very a rudimentary graphics display or whatever, because it only has access to the elevation. Obviously, there will be improved graphics sometime when I learn how to do that. What else? Let's look at some more world gens. And yeah, I mean the lake thing. The problem with that is if I want to code something to say make like a dock or something, right, where you could like go around. I don't, because if I just do it where it's based on if there's water next to it, this technically counts. So that would mean you could trade. You could set up a port here and trade with someone outside. But if I make it where it calculates for every tile, hey, are you adjacent to another water tile that's touching, maybe like a world border, right? Then that's a whole lot of computer programming or whatever, and it would take too much resources. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. The RGB is super glitchy. That's okay. It's temporary. I'm gonna have it where it has the whole thing fully spaced out. I already made it so when it launches, it generates proper positions when it's generating worlds. I think I could show you that in another video because I'm using the Xbox default recording thing, which is horrible. I don't know where these dots come from. I don't know, but it looks cool. I guess it's a meteor crater or something. But yeah, I'm using a default one because OBS, I don't know, I broke it or something. So Yeah, I can type in world 1, like world 10 or something. I wonder how many it's generated so far. But yeah, so I guess it's pretty nice. I don't know where these things keep coming from. Is it just like, because if you see this polygon here, it's also like I remember these are all like solid triangles originally, and then I generate like random elevations throughout, and then I like average it, so it kind of looks, it gives this weird wavy texture or whatever to it. So if it did generate properly, at the beginning before averages or whatever, it should be a triangle going out here. Does it like exactly stop here? Something like it just grazes it right there. And then I guess this triangle ends here, so then it's like a square that ends exactly here. It's like so many cases of it though, so I would think that's rarer than that. You see, it's like, yeah, I can see this one where it generates a very thin triangle here and generates another triangle here. And this one where it generates another triangle here and generates a triangle here. But sometimes, like, yeah, like this. They generate a triangle here and then all these are like exactly like this. I don't know. As you can tell, there's a lot of triangles in this, but it wouldn't work if I tried like an advanced polygon shape or something. I think I can make squares, maybe, but it would be like a perfect square aligned with the sides. So it only generates triangles. I mean, it looks great, so I'm not complaining, but it seems to only generate triangles. Unless it's generating this whole like polygon thing as one thing, which would be pretty weird. But yeah, that's the thing summarized. The background thing that's going to be temporary, so, you'll see another world just adjacent to it. So these are all like touching each other. They're not isolated. They have, in the computer, it's stored as they're touching each other. There's a file that contains the positions of every world, so I am able to patch them together. The problem is, the limit so far is 180 by 180 of these worlds. So if I make one image of this entire thing, I just store it as like a, I don't know, as like just one image file. I don't know how to like get a section of it without having to load it into memory, because I mean that's going to be like a few gigabytes right there. That one file, because I think each of these worlds is 500 of these little tiles by 500, and each one has like 15 attributes to it, 15 integers. Each of those are like what? Each integer is how many bytes? 4 bytes? How much is 1 byte? A byte is like 8, right? And an integer is 64? So I guess it's like 8 bytes, and there's 20 layers. I mean, I could make a lot of these attributes like the resources as bytes. Then I have to rewrite a lot of methods though. So that's probably something I'll have to do later. First finish the game, like a pre-alpha, beta, or whatever, and then upgrade it later on, so it's even faster and consumes less memory. I have 24 gigabytes of memory on my server, on my server, so I think it'll be okay. Depends on how big the image file is again. Guess a way to find out is make a 500 resolution by 500 resolution video of like, what is that? 180 by 180 is like 32,000, something like that, maybe? Math's definitely off. Let me see. 180 times 180, yeah, 32,400. Yeah, so 32,400 frames of 500 by 500. Obviously not compressed. And then I could see how big it would be. I wonder how many this video takes. I mean, my screen is 2K, right? This is a 4K display, but I put it on 2K because it was impacting my game performance and stuff. So I don't need anything larger than 2K. Why would I need 4K for this game? I mean, you can literally see the boundaries here. So I don't really need to run this game on 4K. So yeah. That's about it. Right now I'm working on the server side, which I'm pretty close to completing. I think I am right now working on logging in the player, uploading as and then interacting with the client. So everything's already basically done. So far the only thing you can make in the game is stone mines. Obviously I'm going to add more, but yeah. The only thing you can make right now is stone mines. Yeah, and there's a lot of other mechanics that I'll talk about later or something that me and Marshall are thinking about, because if a nation becomes really powerful, actually I guess I'm talking about right now, whatever, I'll talk about later. I guess it's 10 minutes, it won't take long to upload to YouTube. Yeah, whatever, I'll do it later.